This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
We're going to hunt.
Windblade!
All right then. Was there anything else? Well then.
I have gathered everyone here today. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the
Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ning.
Lady Ningguang, is there any...
Patience. Since the news made it out of... Nevertheless, I do have a... The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ning.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically, Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central... Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with your... I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first three... You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is...
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings of...
No. We better move quickly.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Yes. Providing the question
Really? Ooh, then Paimon... Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But the construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building's... I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you... Remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, first we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna... As it happens, we have some information about the materials that
No.
Don't be like that. Hey, why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Children, come.
Oh, what is it,
Oh, no. In fact, my old friends...
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wild. That simply won't do. Especially, fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, I will not go into too much detail, but subspace, the teapot that you entered previously, was a little
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials.
That's right! Finding...
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no... What's more, I doubt that you would know how to... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can... Goodness knows if that child...
Well, since you're an Adeptus,
Yes.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to...
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affair.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite.
Is that so? Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liu.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's Hold on.
Whoa, that's a really thick book.
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved...
Wow, an Adeptus imploring. Best we be a little more careful.
I charge a higher rate to meet outside the office.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, don't worry. We're not bad guys. You give us some more.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the...
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever...
I've already told you. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee, then Shinyu kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the... How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on... But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, some things...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocents?
No, don't.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it...
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws?